You can check out all the episodes of The Table of Truth on our website, www.tableoftruth.com.
You're listening to The Basements.
Yes, sir.
All right, welcome everybody to the Table of Truth. This is your man Cam. As with me, as always, is the colorful cast of characters. Somebody jump in.
Yo, this is my fault, Cam.
It's all good. It's the Cam Doppelganger in name only from the West Coast, representing.
Yo, what's up? This is your man, aka Odell, top 2 NFL. Let's go. I'm be back. Top 2, man. Top 2. He's
Whatever.
Top 2.
What up, y'all? It's Duane, aka Dropbox D, aka Vizio Cam D, aka Instagram D.
Word up.
Whatever app you got on your phone, just put a D at the end of it.
Hashtag D. Let's go.
Hashtag pause.
My fault.
Yeah, I don't know all the apps people got, so let me take that one back.
Yeah, take that one.
I'll try to set me up.
And we are back off a little hiatus.
Little summer break.
Yeah, everybody got to do things. We're running around, got trips and whatnot, so.
And honestly, last season we was on our straight CNN, so we needed a break. It was getting a little bit.
Fine, man. It was just gays, religion, and the cops.
Yeah, this was more probably the most serious season we had last season.
Well, we had no choice because that's what was going on in the world. So we can't be out here talking, having fun. So when people get a shot in the street, like, yo, all right, you guys don't want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Today in the news, we're just hanging out.
Yeah. So hopefully the holiday spirit, we all feeling good, and we football season started, basketball's coming, so it should be more, hopefully, some fun topics throughout the season.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm losing sleep on Wednesdays waiting on a waiver wire. It's not cool.
Yo, dude, one fantasy football is I'm like maybe 1, 2, 3, 5 years removed from not doing it, so I don't have it. I'm not in it anymore. But starting to see how it transforms everybody around me that's like in it, from people that have like one team in one league to people that have 12 teams in 12 leagues to the money leagues to I think it was my boy Jayton, he's in a wine league where like the winner gets a case of wine and they're all like top dollar bottles of wine. Like people making millions or thousands of dollars now with like FanDuel and DraftKings. Like fantasy football, fantasy sports in general has blown up.
Blown up. That's a new mafia right there.
You guys hear about Scott Van Pelt had a little rant about that?
About fantasy?
Yeah, like fantasy and gambling and hypocrisy of like, ESPN supports FanDuel and DraftKings and all that. But he was just trying to call out and say it's gambling. He said it's skill-based.
Gambling.
Yep.
Yeah, he was like, it's skill-based, like, way to earn money. But he was like, call it what it is. It's gambling. And, being from the mothership, the network, that supports it, he was kind of saying, like, going against his company. But at the same time, he was like, I'm for it. I get it. But don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
He said it's not gambling because they banned it in NCAA. Kids on the scholarships can't use that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little blip on the radar that if you caught it on ESPN, he kind of went off the rails and had his little own rant, and people were like, "Whoa," you know what I'm saying? You're going against one of the sponsors for your company, but
big sponsors too.
Big sponsors
on every 3 seconds.
Yeah, dude. I didn't realize like they're on like it's like on all the major games and now I'm starting to see them on larger like networks for freaking TV shows too.
They're everywhere, yo. You can't go a commercial break without seeing that commercial.
But they're making like money hand over fist.
It's almost better than it's almost better than watching the actual game. People are just tuning in just to gamble.
Bruh, it's so crazy. Like, I knew it was big when you see a fantasy analyst on the Sunday countdown. You're like, whoa. You're like,
yeah, exactly.
You're like, who the hell is Matthew Berry? What's his credential? He's like, I'm your fantasy expert. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Then they have their own show. They have their own show for an hour, and then while red zone's going on, you got the fantasy zone, so you could tune in and watch how your players are doing or watch how certain players are doing.
I don't even watch games right now. I'm so caught up in this fantasy. I just watch Red Zone, bro. Like,
that's the only knock about it. That's the only knock is that we don't even really watch the games no more. It's just about how much did he score, who scored.
Yeah.
But
it takes away from the game too. I was talking to Cam for like, Cam, how long we spoke yesterday? For like 6 hours?
Bruh.
So we must have spoke for the entire football Sunday yesterday.
They didn't even care about the games.
No, we was like, yo, blah, 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 just scored. We were just going back and forth. It was crazy.
Yo, is it me, though, or I cannot stay up for these late games no more? I don't know.
I'm on the West Coast now, so I'm good.
Yo, I'm falling asleep. Yo, fellas, at second quarter, I'm 9-0. Like, yo, I can't. These late games, I can't stay up to midnight no more.
Yeah,
yo,
I forgot because, like, I've been in the East Coast for almost 10 years now, or a little bit over 10 years. So when I go back home to the Bay, and then everyone's like, yo, let's watch, Monday Night Football, I'm thinking like, okay, 8 o'clock, 9 p.m. Everyone's like, nah, man, game's at 5:30. I'm like, wait, what?
Son, I just had to see who's winning because I forgot the game was on. I'm like,
me too. I'm not watching this. I don't even care. I swear to God, I'm not watching. Before I would watch every second. Man, I don't know if I'm getting older now, man. I don't know what's going on, man.
Yo, so peep this. Imagine you in another country and you an American and you go to the bar and you look for the football game. It's soccer. You like, oh shit,
what's going on here?
That happened to me before too.
But the crazy thing is, everybody's active at that time. It's like 12 o'clock at night and soccer game on.
Lit.
It's lit in the pub. You like, man, it's crazy. So just imagine you being on the East Coast. Imagine being on the other side of the map and you trying to catch like some American sports. It's a wrap. I'm in Finland watching 3 a.m. games, man. I'm like, damn, trying to keep up. So it's just tough. But man, it's just crazy that getting back to the original little point was like how this like fantasy is like it's scary. I don't even play FanDuel and DraftKings. I'm scared. Like I might get too involved and be blowing all my money trying to get these lineups in, man. So I stick with the year round.
Does it take away from your watching of your team?
No.
Yeah. No. Not your team. But no, when you
it depends because
my stats though, I will say that.
This past Sunday I had Julio Jones. I was telling Kim I had Julio Jones on my team. I'm like, I'm starting him. And granted, it's going against my real life football team, but I'm like, if someone's going to kill my team, why not let it be someone who's on my fantasy team? So it hurts at the same time. Yeah, in real life, you're like, damn, we just caught an L. But in fantasy, you like, son, I just scored 25 points. It sucks, man.
Oh, but can I ask a question? Do you think maybe this conspiracy theory, this is the reason why the NFL got more light on the calls and made it more of an offensive league to benefit the boom of the gambling age, or it's just a big coincidence that...
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're making money off of the fans.
Because it's funny how now the league is not as aggressive no more, and you're seeing receivers now averaging 10 catches, 240 like it's nothing. So it's almost like the game is faster, and I'm wondering, does it tie into, okay, this is what's going to generate money for everybody?
Well, the fantasy aspect of it has been around for like 20, 25 years.
Yeah, it's been around since the 90s, right?
But just in the last 3 years, it got a little bit more high profile and the boom.
I would say late 2000s and coming into this new decade.
And is that based off the blue chain? Is that from the blue chain?
No, I wouldn't directly correlate that. I would say maybe you can add 2 and 2 together and see a correlation, but I wouldn't say that's a direct representation of it. It plays a part because I'm sure the NFL has their hand.
They have to.
Yeah, of course, because they're using their name, they're using their their image and stuff like that. So I'm sure there is a connection between the NFL and these gambling sites. And I'm ignorant. I don't know what the direct connection is, but I don't want to sit here and assume.
They get paid because I would see FanDuel when you watch the NFL Network, like they'll be like, oh, sponsored by FanDuel, so they get money.
Yeah.
Man, that is crazy.
But I don't want to say the rules have been changed because of fantasy. I would just say the rules have been changed more so because of injuries, the way the game is being watched, the attention span of the viewer, ticket price. There's a plethora of things. People rather, you got the best seat in your house at home. Why would you want to spend that much money? So to make it more appealing, They make the games more exciting. And what more? You like, hey, did you go to that Dallas Atlanta game and see Julio tear it up in person? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to see it in real life opposed to TV. So they're still trying to get viewership or attendance back into the stadiums because more than likely, man, people are just going to watch it at home and have the same feel and have the best seat in the house, you know? So, but it does play a part. I don't want to put it as a major aspect, but you're right. It could, you know, there is a little bit to it. You know, offense is crazy right now, and fantasy, you know, maybe have a part in that. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely interesting because I'm like, shit is like everywhere now, in your face, all the time.
And like you said, Cam, they are promoting gambling to these young kids. So,
yeah.
Wait, you know what? I don't think so. Like, I think there is something tied in, but think about basketball. You could say the same exact thing about basketball in the 90s compared to now. It's, I guess, quote unquote, higher scoring. You're not allowed to foul people like you used to. It's a lot more free flowing. But fantasy is not big in basketball. Fantasy is not big in baseball. Like, it just hasn't caught on in those sports. But when it comes to football, it's something about it. Like, it's just I don't know. It's a perfect storm. So I'm pretty sure there's something that has to do with it. But I think timing plays a major part.
Okay.
Because I'm not coming together to somebody's house to do a basketball fantasy draft. You know what I mean? Like, I did it once. It was cool, but it's just like it's something about football with that waiver wire and doing stuff. You can't. The injuries, like no other sport compares to it. It's like it's kind of like war. Like, people are getting shot down, and you gotta find a replacement.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Because I mean, look, I'm a basketball nut, and I personally prefer basketball because it's less stressful. People always say it's harder. I was like, man, if you watch the game and you know the names, you could pretty much do pretty decent in basketball. Now, football,
you gotta know A string.
Yeah, you got.
Son,
Duane can attest to me.
Cam, I'm like, Cam, how do you spell that name? He's like, this player, look up this player. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'm giving him players to watch out for. That's like fourth in the depth chart injury happen. Like
it's like a science to it, though, right?
Yeah, like and you know what? It's so crazy. I didn't even know how. Like, I looked at, you know, if you have a Yahoo league and you go and you see your history, man. I've been playing since 01. Like, I've been in it for a minute, but I was 7 years removed from football. I just did basketball. I knew basketball like the back of my hand. The football, you know, as a fan, I know who's good. But in fantasy, it's different. You got to look at people who got upside and who can have an opportunity and handcuffs and all that. I'm like, man, it's crazy. It's so crazy. You don't see girls playing fantasy basketball, but you'll see them play some fantasy football.
Yep. And they'll be talking just as much shit and and ruling everybody too.
Yep.
True. It's just something about football where everybody's drawn to it, especially when it comes to fantasy.
Man,
but
every morning.
What about the like? You know, things are starting to they're starting to get more. What was that? The report that they did like 100 autopsies on former NFL players, and like 87 came back with freaking that head injury thing.
Yeah,
it's real. CTE, right?
Yep. So like now it's like, because I know one of my friends, he's like, you know, he was diehard Niners fan, watched every season, was super into it, but he got to a point where he was kind of like morally, he was like, you know what, I can't do it anymore. I can't watch it because it's just, you know, it's like, you know, he's extreme, but it was interesting because for someone that was like that diehard to kind of look at it and be like, yo, this is just not healthy. This is not morally right.
But where do you guys stand on that? With me, I view it as you signed up for this. Like,
Sure.
It's like
you're a grown-ass person. You're signing up for all of it. Yep.
It's almost like we all played football growing up. When I used to play very competitive. Y'all played camps, y'all played sports, and I'm never to the one. When you play, if you get hurt, that's part of the game. I always had that mentality. Like, I sprained my leg, I sprained my foot. That's just part of the game. So the head injuries, like D said, you know what you're playing. Granted, these people now are faster, stronger, but so are you. So it's a luck of the draw.
You ain't playing when you have migraines.
Yeah.
Except for migraine. That cold in my right eye, I got made fun of years because of D, all my friends. Yo, and you and your migraines. Yo, migraines is real, fellas. That is real.
Yo, I had no clue what a migraine was until Anthony, because I never had them. It doesn't run in my family. We'll be outside. Yo, migraine. Like, yo, run the ball. Stick this out. I said, what the hell is migraine? I had to
Yo,
go
they
up,
look at him and
ask
call
my
me
mom, go whip out the encyclopedia. I'm like, oh, okay. This is what a migraine is. Well, and average one at least twice a month, yo.
at least. Yeah. I had medication. Yeah, migraines. That cold weather, I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, now the whole CTE thing is becoming more prevalent, especially in the last 5-6 years, especially with people dying, suicides, and then you got movies out. You got
Oh,
studies.
that concussion, that Will Smith movie that's coming out, right?
Oh
Yeah,
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 right.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
About the doctor that was one of the first ones to diagnose it, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah. You got that. I mean, you got like it's been out there, but people were just thinking like it wasn't a big deal. And then I kind of think after Junior Seau killed himself,
Yeah,
people
that was actually
really
good. Because especially for his character and like how he was one of
Yeah.
those like kind of Mr.
happy-go-lucky.
Football type. Yeah, happy-go-lucky. One of the team, he was like a team captain pretty much any place that he went to. So for someone like that to freaking kill himself, I think that was a wake-up call for the average person.
And I also think the average football player is hard to get another job that can replace that type of competitiveness. It's almost impossible. So I'm sure a lot of players go through withdrawal. It's tough, man. Nothing replaces football. I don't care.
Last of the Warriors.
This is the ultimate. It's the ultimate team sport. The ultimate gridiron. You can't replace that, man. A suit and tie is not gonna. It cannot do it, man.
I was watching Hard Knocks and Mike Vrabel for the Houston Texans.
Texans, yeah.
Yeah, he said, but this had nothing to do with like concussion. He was just like, man, you got to go out there and play hard. I know it's hard, but once you win, this is the greatest job ever. He was like, think about it. You're gonna have so much fun. But he was like, to get here, we're gonna put you basically through hell. Hell, you know what I'm saying? So he was
know
like,
why it's rough? I feel like, sorry, Cam, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go for it.
I feel like players that don't see like a future, those are the ones that are giving their body, which granted you kind of want that as a fan of a team, but the Tiki Barbers of the world, the Brandon Marshalls, these guys are viewing life after football.
Yeah.
So like I know when my cutoff is. I'm not gonna be walking around with 8 fingers. No disrespect.
All good.
Fan, but you know what I mean? Or Ronnie Lott. It's like, okay, I know I want to be able to walk in the morning after that. Yeah, exactly. So,
but also too, and this, we watch, we all watch Ballers, and the thing I liked about the show the best was like they kind of show those super extremes and how a lot of these football players. Really
wait, what show you said?
Ballers with.
With the Rock.
I like the show because like they show those extremes where like you just have these like football athletes just doing stupid ass shit.
The way they spend their money.
The way they spend it and not having any like concept or thinking, even though they have people around them to tell them different. Like, yo, man, don't do that. You don't want to buy an elephant. That would be stupid. Like, but then I don't think people realize like that shit is real. Like the people actually spend their money like it's like like water, and then when it's all said and done, they're like, wait, I'm broke. Where did all my money go?
Yeah. The Rock said the lease saw that, right? I remember the first episode. He's like, yo, if it doesn't something, he's like,
if it doesn't,
it was like
floats.
Yeah.
Or fucks, you should lease it.
Lease it, yeah, exactly.
If it's one of those 3 things, you should lease it.
Yeah. That was a real message.
Hell yeah.
And it also showed him what he was going through with his brain issues. So that show sums up a lot of stuff with that life.
Yeah, I thought the show was dope. Like they did a good job.
But like I said earlier, man, the show Playmakers kind of touched on a lot of
the ESPN one, right?
Yeah, it was a little too early. They weren't ready for it. Man, like Playmakers really touched on some sensitive topics that the NFL did not agree with, and that got canceled because it was sponsored by ESPN.
Yeah, I remember
ESPN, that. ESPN is in cahoots with the NFL, obviously, but
yeah.
That was like the Ellen DeGeneres show before it became cool to be a lesbian on TV.
Yeah. And supposedly it did great on ESPN. The critics loved it. People who watched it loved it. But the NFL was like, yo, if you want to have Monday Night Football and continue your relationship with us, you got to get rid of the show. Yeah, no, you got to get rid of the show.
Damn.
Strong on them.
That's kind of whack on ESPN because ESPN is a very strong company, but
the NFL is bigger.
Yeah, I mean, it's Disney.
I had to correct myself. NFL is the NFL. That's the
NFL is the mafia, yo. Look at Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons talked about Roger Goodell. This dude is one of the reasons why we have 30 for 30. He was a head dude for Grantland. Like, I've been following Bill Simmons since the mid 2000s, his podcasts, everything.
You've been on
They
that
took all that away. They're like,
Yeah.
yo, the BS report is now ESPN's. Even though BS stands for Bill Simmons, they're like, no. Brandland, ESPN's 30 for 30. So it's just like, if you go against somebody or if you're not playing to their rules,
a little too big.
Yeah, the mafia is gonna be like, yo,
get out of here.
Get him out of here.
That's why ESPN, you say something crazy, there's an apology the next morning. Yo, my fault. I apologize.
Yep.
You off that show within 3 minutes.
That was just like Stephen A. when he said stuff about the domestic violence stuff with what's his name from the Vikings. And
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, when he just, and it's funny because what he said wasn't like it was not logical. He was just like, in my family, we tell our women, don't say shit that will get you knocked out. It's like, he was like, that's just logic. Not saying that there's ever a reason, but you should don't put yourself in that situation. And that he had to backtrack that and then try to defend himself, and then it was a big mess. And he ended up getting suspended for about a couple weeks.
Yeah, it was a few weeks. Go ahead, Cam.
No, I just, I always be tripping out how, like, in his heart of hearts, if you had, like, a sit-down with him off the cuff, he a real dude, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. He one of them real dudes that, like, if you really talk to him, he'd be like, man, he'd be like, oh, damn, you really like that, okay. Because on TV, obviously on TV, you have to have a persona.
Yeah.
And carry an image. You're corporate. You're part of a corporate brand, being ESPN, the four-letter network that people like to coin and phrase. But I feel like there's certain individuals, like if you got them in a room and you just, you had a couple drinks and you kind of loose and you guys are just talking. I think he just like you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, you could. It comes through the TV screen. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm actually curious to see what Bill Simmons is gonna do, like officially, like over the next year.
Yeah. He actually signed a deal with HBO, and I think they're developing something right now. So HBO is, how they're game changers. So I can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah, because they just signed up Vice to be like a legit. The Vice News to be like the legit news source for HBO.
Wow.
Man, I listen to Vice. I look at Vice and listen to Vice like it's real. It's like CNN to me.
NPR.
Yep. That's all by design. Like their whole, I have a couple people that work there, and they're like, the way they set up how they do things at Vice, they're basically trying to be as lean as possible because they basally want HBO to
sell
buy
it, right?
Yeah, they want HBO to buy them, or they want somebody to buy them. But,
yeah, man, they got good topics, man. I know about the most dangerous border in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like
topics that you normally wouldn't, not say you wouldn't care about, but they present it so well. You're like, oh man, like this is really interesting.
When I found out about the devil's whatever smoke or whatever,
that drug, right, or whatever it was,
turns you into a zombie. I did not want to go to Central America for like a year. I was like, I'm cool. Like I don't want my organs missing. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Walking Dead over here. Don't call me Cam. I've been bit. Ooh.
Yeah.
Come through.
No. Vice is like I said, I'm really curious to see what Bill Simmons does because I think he's dope enough that I think if he gives as long as people give him the the right tools, he can just start doing some more stuff.
People didn't like him because he was a real person.
He's a Laker hater. I hate him because he's a Laker hater.
That's true too. You'll be watching him and the stuff that we would say like, yo, Kobe's going nuts tonight. You normally don't see people say that. And like the way he presented it wasn't professional, so they're like, yo, get him out of here.
But that's why I hate when ESPN, they sound like robots. Like you can't, like you said, you can't be like, yo, this guy's a bum. Like they need somebody just to be like real.
Yeah, they don't have that anymore, man. It's pretty.
It's Stephen A. Smith though. Stephen A. Smith.
He's the last one.
You know what? What's the name? Dan Patrick said something about. He's like, once you become bigger than the brand, that's when they let you go.
That's true.
Yep, 100%.
Look at my man Coward. What's his name? He's out too.
Yeah. What's his name? Colin Coward.
He's my favorite one on the show. I love him. Yeah, I like him.
I do too.
Yo, nah. You know what? I used to rock with him, but sometimes only one of the main reasons because he was like, yo, we are not talking about baseball on my show. That is the most boring.
Yeah, he keeps it 100.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you got me. Like, what are you talking about? I'll never forget. I was listening to a few episodes because I used to listen to him. And there was two topics. One, he was talking about Tony Romo, and he was like, he's a great quarterback, but he wears his hat backwards. And you know what that shows me? I'm like, all right, this dude. And then he had another conversation. I think he's talking about LeBron and different players. And he was like, Kobe was raised by his dad. So this is the reason why I'm like, all right, man.
How did you know this?
Yeah, you digging into the social aspect. You going too deep into sports now. Like, yo, Anthony's left-handed. So that's the reason why you're like, all right, man. Like, what's this got to do with sports?
Yo,
Where's my hat backwards?
Yeah, he's real. His last statement, I think, was when he said, yo, if I have to air video games as a sport, I'm leaving this network. I swear within the next week, yo, he was off the show. Yo.
I remember the conversation with Pope, yo, sports and video games. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yo, it's real, man. That shit is gamer athletes, dude.
All right, so who's the dude in the movie A Theory of Everything, the genius who can't talk?
Which one?
He's like a mad science. Steve Hawkins?
Yeah, Stephen Hawkins.
So if Steve Hawkins beats me in StarCraft, that I'm supposed to consider this some type of sport? Like,
Yep,
okay.
100%. Because Negroes are making freaking $1 million in StarCraft.
I don't make it a sport though.
They don't make it yo.
No, I don't at all. I actually totally agree with you. But yeah.
But they say that this thing, sports is, competitive. That's the definition of sport. So I guess being that it's competitive, it's a sport.
So if I'm in a cooking competition, that's a sport, and I made a better slice of pizza than you.
Based off of what the word sports is, what's the difference? You can have a seasoning of welcome to the 3rd annual season Super Bowl.
They do be having that, yo. Ribs. They be doing those rib shows. You're like, yo, wow.
One of my friends who showed me like this it's a YouTube show, and it's like rednecks that are like in the South, but they do like ribs and like smokers and all that kind of stuff. And like the information is amazing. Like they have these tricks, and like it's really dope. But these guys are straight rednecks. Like the way they talk, their analogies, and then some people you can tell they're messing around. But there's people that actually like talk like this, and you're like, holy shit, these dudes are rednecks. But they're like good to take some good stuff.
My uncle's like that. I'm a grill master. I watch it every day. It's like it's a sport. I'm like, man, I'm not watching you how you put your spatula in the barbecue sauce.
Nah, yo, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I be watching them cooking things on YouTube sometimes, cause like they give you so many tips, and you're like, okay, and you can see how it's being done compared to reading a book, and you're like, nah, this ain't looking right, or I don't know how it's supposed to look. Like some of these YouTube channels, there's this guy, he does burgers from In-N-Out, he does it from Five Guys, he does whatever is on the menu, he'll do it in his kitchen, and when I say it looks exactly the same, and he tells you what meat to buy, what cut, what cheese, and I'm just like, yo, this is amazing.
Wait, so he makes burgers? He makes his own. He makes fast food burger menu items and makes it at home.
Yeah. So you'll leave a comment like, yo, next week do a 3x3 from In-N-Out. So he'll tell you like, yo, this is the meat I bought, this is the cheese, this is the bread, and then he'll cook it. He'll show you, and you follow along and you make the sauce. I'm like, yo, this is amazing.
What the hell?
I'll send you guys a link later, man. Yeah, I wish I knew his name.
That's great. That's like my mom. She told me the other day somebody got fired from KFC. He went online and posted the ingredients of how to make the chicken. that exact ingredients. Like, y'all want to know how to make KFC?
Yeah. Yo, back to Stephen A. Smith. I'm waiting for him, Michael Irvin, and a few other people to say nigga on live TV, yo.
Yes, it's coming.
It's coming. It's beyond coming.
Michael Irvin is any minute now.
Michael Irvin, Stephen A. and who?
And I already know this dude said it from PTI.
Wilbon?
Yeah, Wilbon said it.
He said it?
Yeah, he said
I'll
it.
send you the clip right now.
Wasn't it during the NBA Finals or playoffs? He said it.
Yeah, he was like, nigga, hold on, let me.
Yo, no! There's gotta be a disclaimer if you're a black person in a company like that. Like, listen, when we get tight, it might come out.
Yo, he said,
once that pass,
he literally said, my nigga.
Oh, like on air, like crazy.
Yeah.
Like what a reference to, like a Kevin Durant. Like what was it?
I think we deserve a right to get a pass when we say it. When we say it like that, you gotta let us ride with it, man.
Talking in a term of endearment.
You got to. This is who we are. You're like, that's why I can't be.
See, that's the misconception. That's not who we are.
Well, you know what I mean. All right, it's not who we are, but goddamn it, that's what we gonna say. Put it this way: if I'm a Giants, and I'm reporting them, I'm on TV. Let one of my players drop a pass. I'm gonna be like, yo, this fucking Randu nigga. I'll be on live TV and get fired. I would get fired, yo.
No, there's no way, yo. You know you're not gonna say it on TV.
D, I'm a passionate. We're passionate football
But
fans. D.
you sign exactly. But if I sign up,
Yo.
you say that word at work? Like, no, you know you're not gonna say that at your job.
I won't be talking for a minute. It'll be Al Michaels talking for 20 minutes. Anthony, you gonna say something?
Shut up.
I'm tight. I'm tight, Al. I say it all professional. I'm very tight.
That's you. You're in the same booth, idiot.
Give me a few minutes. That's all.
Oh man, it's horrible.
But yo, Michael Irvin, it's only a matter of time, yo. They were snapping on his ashy lips yesterday. I was like, yo,
what? I almost had a heart attack when you told me that.
And then, cause they were doing the picks, I forgot who said it, but they was like, yo, lick your lips. And next thing you know, the whole segment, it was like, and Michael Irvin kept on laughing. You know how he laughs. I know he's like, always grabbing somebody's arm. I'm like, I know he's tight.
Yo, when he was defending DeMarco Murray, he gets so adamant, yo. Let me tell you something, DeMarco. Listen, DeMarco, you need to, his voice is classic, yo.
Oh, hey, speaking of DeMarco, and I hate to just dwell on sports, but did y'all see that meme where he looked at Sam Bradford like,
classic.
Ooh, he gave him if that didn't look like death to you,
I wonder if players be saying, yo, you a bum. Like, they have to, because they have to say that, yo, man.
100%. They got
You're
to,
a bum.
The amount of like shit talking that happens and like it actually happens.
Behind closed doors, I'm sure they'll be like, yo, real talk, yo, you garbage, man.
No, look at this. Look what just happened to baseball with this dude who got into a fight in the stands.
Papelbon.
Yeah, and who was the dude?
Bryce
Harper. Yeah.
And Bryce Harper is the star of the team, and he went after him like.
And everybody was like, "Thank you, Papelbon, for choking him out." So like, people get tight. They're like, "Yo, if you ain't doing something right, or if they feel a certain way, they're gonna step to you, man." How many times have you been in the street and you playing a sport and someone they might be on your team, yo, shoot it, you bum, or something? You like, all right, man.
Well, when it comes to basketball, I'm used to that, so I don't even get shooted, you bum. I get past it, you bum. I get past it, you bum. I don't get shooted. Yeah, for basketball, yeah, I can relate.
Oh my God.
That's horrible.
Yo, how do you feel about that Cam with the referee incident?
Ed Hockley.
Well, if you didn't know, pretty much he got hit out of bounds. He asked for a call, and the ref told him you got to earn that. You're too young to get that call, pretty much.
Yo, what?
But Cam did the ultimate by saying it on the mic. So it's almost like that's like a fraternity. You keep that in house. You keep it in house. It's like you're ratting, you're pillow talking, and you have to. It's like basketball. You got Jordan gets the calls, Kobe's. You got to earn certain type of calls. I don't agree with that, but that's just how sports is. I don't know why who made that rule up. You have to be nice to get a call. I don't understand that, but pretty much Cam came on the mic and was like, "Yo, the ref said this, and I could pretty much cost him his job." He denied everything, the ref. But they were saying that every ref is not going to respect him now. He's going to have to get that respect back. For opening up his mouth like that. Yeah.
I think, but that's, to me, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, granted, you have to, the NFL has to keep its image and suspend them or do whatever they have to do. But when you watch sports, there's something called like seniority. Like, I'm not going to give Jimmy Clausen a call. I'm going to give Tom Brady.
But why is that though? I'm playing the same sport as you.
You have to earn your way. Like, unless it's blatant. And like it's something where I have to throw a flag. Yeah. There's some times where maybe they feel like, all right, Cam is outside the pocket. He might be running.
That's true. He's a running quarterback.
Yeah, compared to somebody standing in the pocket and getting hit that way, or moving a certain way and getting hit. So you were like, all right, well maybe Cam might, and it's split second too. You gotta remember that. So maybe he's like, yo, I'm not gonna throw it. And who knows? Maybe Cam was bugging him all game, and he's like, yo, man, you gotta earn them calls.
Yeah.
You're too young right now, like. So I don't see anything wrong with it, but I get what you're saying, though, Ant.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys feel.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it goes back to the kind of like to the fraternity and the hierarchy of things. It's like, is that more important than actually quote unquote playing the game the way it's supposed to be, and blah 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 blah.
Is it like an unwritten rule? Like, you know how
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like when I played football, the thing I learned the most was favoritism.
Well, Eric Allen made a good point. He said, "When have you ever heard a player say that? That's how you know you're not supposed to say that, because a lot of players in NFL history have been going through this with referees, but they don't never come out and say, yo, this ref didn't do this and he said this." So it's almost like
the ref's not doing his job.
Yeah, they're almost calling Cam soft for that.
I get it. So like the pillow talking, like he shouldn't have brought it up.
He did a Kobe.
Yeah, they say he was pillow talking crazy, and
he did a Kobe.
Yeah, he's dry snitching.
Yeah,
yeah.
So it was like he was dry snitching, and then you did it on a head ref that's known, respected.
Guns. He did it on guns.
That's a Diesel ref, yo.
He'll knock you out.
Cam is Diesel, yo.
So.
But think about it when it comes to basketball. Like how many times have you seen somebody like, nah, man, you ain't getting that call? You know what I mean? Like we do it when we watch basketball, so why isn't it when it comes to football?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
There's certain calls that Kobe or Jordan will get or LeBron will get. Yo, you know, I can't even think about a whack basketball play anymore. Take
LeBron now, because LeBron flops every 3 plays, so we not. The flopping era people, they don't count. They don't.
Damn, I was gonna say Duane Wade.
Oh, he started it. He started the flop.
The flopping era people. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't respect flopping, man.
Say like they will give LeBron a call for flopping.
Yeah.
But someone will literally get hurt, and they're like, "Yo, where's the call at?" So some players get more respect than others.
He ain't got it.
I just feel superstars don't need the extra help. You're a superstar. What do you need that's just me. But I'm saying that now. But if my player go to the foul line with 3 seconds left, I'm gonna be happy. So I guess that's just what it is, man.
Not if it's LeBron. You know, he gonna make 1 or 2.
Word.
I mean, like I said, it's the mix of are you playing the game, or are you talking about the fraternity of the brotherhood of being athletes and all that crap?
Nah, man, if we losing, man, I'm saying something. Throwing it out there. Hey, this dude ain't calling everything, man.
But they won. They won the game, right? Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know when you play a game of you play a 5-on-5 and it's like street ball, you kind of let stuff go. But if the game tight, I'm calling foul, travel, double dribble, all that. Hey, he doubling. Like they
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start getting 3 seconds.
Yep. You get real technical.
Yeah. Tech, get him out of here. Yep. You know. So I get it, man. I mean, whatever. I guess football's supposed to be a man sport. You supposed to tough it out. Nah, man. We losing. I get paid. I'm trying to win, bro. Like in sports, I'm telling. Hey, this ref ain't calling.
In sports, I'm telling.
Sports snitch.
I'm sports snitching when it comes to the rules, man. Especially if it's my team. Especially when I seen the tuck rule, and then I seen it happen to my team. I'm like, oh, okay, we getting this back tuck rule. The motherfuckers went against the tuck rule. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, it was cool for Brady, but it ain't cool for my quarterback.
That's the worst call ever.
Ever.
Tuck rule.
Get rid of that rule. So when it comes to sports rules, I am dry snitching. Hey, this man ain't calling everything. Cool.
I'm not gonna sit here front. Speaking of Brady, I don't think they're losing the game this year, man. Regular season anyway. They on another level right now, yo. They on another stratosphere right now.
Brady got he got a supercharge from getting back into the game.
They on their dark side right now. That's Darth Vader. You got the Emperor. Kill them all. They straight.
Let the hate run through you.
Yes, that's what they doing right now too.
Nah, you need somebody with a pass rush to get the Brady.
Speaking of hate, man, y'all caught that new Star Wars line from Yeezy? The Hobo look, Hobo Chic.
Hobo.
Hey,
I didn't hear that.
The clothing line he talking about.
Oh, okay.
No, I just want to put a disclaimer. You know, being a young brother, being successful, I always want to big up my peoples, especially when they do something different and they try to go out there. But I can't.
I can't get behind this.
You can't get with the Hobo Chic?
Hold on, man. I didn't know. Hold on.
You can't get down with the Hobo Chic?
Man, I didn't know they started making like transient fucking fashion. You know, I was just like, what the hell?
No, man, it's Dairy.
He looked like the dude on 45th and 3rd Ave. Like
it's Dairy Leak in real life.
Oh man, and like I'm trying my best not to hate, you know, because I'm like, it's Kanye, He's an icon to a lot of folks. It's another brother. I always want to rock with people that's just doing something different. I may not agree with it, but sometimes, you know, you can't be that dude who just supports. Because somebody put a quote instead of hating, won't you pick up your brother? And I always try to do that. But I couldn't get behind this because they showed a picture of a real homeless dude, and it was no different. He had on the same fit.
It's called inspiration. Inspiration.
Man, he should be paying the homeless. You know, like
all of that.
Man, because it's like, I look at it when you go to the store and you see them selling cut up jeans for $200. I was like, yo, just get sandpaper.
Actually, you know what? They I think it was a Complex. They did. I think the jogger pants that Kanye has in his line. There's like ones that are similar at H&M that are like, you know, H&M prices, which is that was like $35 or something like that.
Oh, like dress like Kanye.
Yeah. So then they did a side by. There's like a whole Reddit about it, but like a side by side comparison of like the Yeezy ones, which are like $250, and then the H&M ones, which are like $35-$45.
About the same.
Yeah, they're about 80, like literally 80%. So it looks, if to the regular eye, you're like, oh, this looks exactly the same.
I'm going for the budget one.
Yeah,
but peep this. I kind of feel sad because I'm turning into my parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like
you can't help that.
Yeah, no, as a kid, you just like, man, I want the real ones. Don't give me the fake Charles Oakleys. Give me the Charles Barkleys.
Yep.
You know, the Air Jordans. Nowadays, you just like, man, let me get the fake Cocoa Puffs on the first shirt.
That's because it's easy to take mommy's money, but when it comes to your money, you like, yeah.
Now, you know what it is too? I think it's like, who are we impressing, man? Like, we're comfortable in our skin right now, so it's like, as a kid, you like, yo, I want the
but also too, like, you know, Kanye's line is not for the average person. Like, it's specifically made for that. Like, he really does not. He's not making for the average person.
It's made for Siths and Ewoks. It's not made for this.
In the words of Pope, we took down chicks with Wranglers on, man. So.
In the words, you mean? Nah, I ain't never wear Wranglers.
Well, we ain't wear Wranglers.
That's Pope.
Please.
Yo, man, he sponsored you. He sponsored.
We wore Levi's, and whatever, and we had no problem of having a good old time. So
you remember you could get a girl on hopes and dreams, like y'all remember that? You be like, yo, Shonda, you know, I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna get a good job, have a nice car, I'm gonna have something for myself. She's like, you know what, Jerome? I'm gonna rock with you. Nowadays, boy, oh boy, what's your 401k plan looking like?
Baby,
what's your 5-year goal at the job you already have? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
making you feel like shit in 5 minutes. So what's
do you not have kids? What are you bringing to the table?
Yeah, like I don't know. I was on the interview right now. Damn.
Seriously.
That's
I
actually had that conversation.
I just want to say, you know, because I'm a fashion dude. I like fashion. Don't get me wrong.
We all
you know?
do. Yeah.
We all do. But I have a line I don't cross. Man, I just couldn't believe he was pulling this off. I was like, look, whose eyes is he pulling this over? Like, you can't just tell me this is high-end fashion. I'm not about to go out there looking like I'm about to ask you for a quarter and say this is fashion.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, people are wearing this stuff though. Like,
they are. That's what people don't realize. Like the guy that he linked up with, I totally forget his name, but Scott was
Jerry Lazaro.
Yeah, like Scott put me on him beforehand, before Yeezy even when he just started, and he was telling me like kind of like just give me a primer of like the type of stuff that he's like, watch, it's gonna be a certain thing like long shirts and and so I started just to look it up, and like it's already, you know, it was already in fashion. It just started to hit the street level, and then when Kanye came out, then it makes it even more, because like, you know, that like, you know, for Kanye it's the joggers, a little bit like tighter pants, and then those longer T-shirts that are kind of mimicking the Arabic style,
and
like those type of stuff. And so that's the thing I noticed the most, where it was just like, dude, like, you know, people that are fashionistas, they called it. They're like, oh yeah, Kanye's line is gonna be like this, and he's gonna hit this type of market, and it's gonna work because that's what that trend is already going to, and he's just kind of riding that wave already. But it's not gonna be for your average person, and that's what's gonna be.
No, because I went to a Mos Def concert, and I didn't know if he was about to rap or like give the daily prayer. Like he looking like the imam at the mosque, and he Muslim, so I get it. But it was just like, are you performing, or are you about to give, you know, this?
About to get spiritual on us real quick.
Yeah, we about to get a sermon.
Yeah, so you know, I mean, but it's Mos Def. It fits his body type, so it looks normal on him.
Not for
But,
everybody is what you're
not
saying,
for everybody.
right?
Yeah, because Kanye's a little heavy dude, and he try to pull that off. It don't look right,
Yeah.
So you can't have it be baggy. It's got to like fit a certain way. The symmetry of it has to go right, So it's not for everybody, So it's just
like that. No, it could be. I feel like just like Cam says, it depends on your body type. Like Ron Shumpert, like Odell Beckham, like those are people who kind of
you can pull it off.
Yeah, like they got that frame, but
Bart Scott ain't about to wear that.
Yeah, exactly. Von Miller, I'm not seeing Von Miller rocking this outfit.
Shoe?
Yeah.
No way.
But you're right though. Like even like in complexes, like notorious for it because they had that whole how to be a not to be a fuck boy or whatever that whole situation is, and they basically just named all the people that work at Complex and how they dress. But yeah, the interesting styles that's coming up now is, you're right. We're starting to turn to our parents. We're like, really, dude?
Yeah. But like you said, I love fashion. Like I love being who you are. I like dressing different. I hate looking like everybody else.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's a boundary. Like, okay, this is looking crazy. Like I'm looking like a slob right now. So, yeah.
No, I mean, it's more of I don't mind it being different, but I can't correlate the price that he's asking for to look like this. So like, there's certain things that I'm willing to spend a little more extra cheese on, opposed to things that I know, because fashion is fickle. If you ask me, when I was in high school, it was Mecca, Tommy, Iniche, everything.
Yep.
And 5 years later, I couldn't wear 95% of that stuff. So I learned a lesson that, like, you in fashion, if our brother Scott was here, he could attest to this. You have to be ahead of the game and be on the forefront. And then when that's due, you got to be on something else.
Yeah.
Just to be on that. Okay. Yeah.
Or be that dude that's just, he always rocks the high waters. That's his thing. So when it come back around, you already on it.
Yeah. I mean, even with the tech fashion, like say with the iWatch, like my friend, he got one I think yesterday, and he was saying he was like the amount he spent on it was about how much he usually spends on a watch in general, and he was kind of like, I'm gonna spend probably $450 on a watch or something like that. So you know what, I'm gonna try this iWatch situation out and see how it is. And like he's not like a super tech dude, but he got it and like he's had it for a couple of days. He really enjoys it. But he's like, yo, if I'm gonna spend the same route, and he's like, plus I can get different bands, so I can rock it for different type of occasions. I was like, dude, that's actually a pretty smart way to have technology plus the fashion, and it actually makes it functional for you,
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. The fashion stuff now, like, and that's what and as we get older now, because we're like, while we're in corporate situations, or we're wearing more suits, or we're wearing like, more button-ups and all that, then we see like the younger kids, and like, oh man, just fashion and bed style alone, just like looking at it is super interesting.
Yeah, I'm all about being comfortable now. Like I like when I'm wearing sweats with my track sneakers. Like I have to be comfortable now to be outside. I don't really dress to impress, but granted, I'm still gonna look respectable and nice and still handsome and all that. But I'm not wearing no freaking Versace sandals just to chill. Like I'm done with that phase. I'm good.
No. I like dressing up, and I like dressing up and being comfortable.
Yeah.
Because like, me and Cam can attest to this. Being b-boys, we always dress like we was about to throw down. It could be at the coffee shop. Like, we got the Sauconys on, like ready to throw down. But now you're a little bit older, so like I like just dressing up. It feels good. It's just like the first day of school, man. There's no greater feeling than having a crispy pair of sneakers on, a fly shirt or polo, some jeans, and dude, it does so much for you. Like, but it's a high. But at the same time, as you get older, I like wearing nice stuff, but like chill. I don't want to be wearing tennis shoes and sneakers. Sometimes I like to wear like a nice short sleeve button down with some slacks.
That's what cool.
And you dress for, or now that we're older, we're dressing for the job you want as opposed to just being.
But don't get me wrong, you will catch me wearing a Wu-Tang hoodie like any given Sunday. I'll be like cooling in some Vans, a hoodie, a beanie. That's what I like too. I can go both ways personally. I like to dress in like, yes.
Hashtag
flip flop flag on the play. Let me rephrasing.
30-10.
I like
1 point.
to dress a certain way on both ends of the spectrum.
There we go.
With that being said, it's just I'm a little bit older now, so I got to take things in perspective. I can't be dressing like I'm anybody's child or a 13-year-old. Because, you know, some people be like, man, why you dress like a teacher? I'm like, why you dress like you still in middle school?
Exactly. Yeah, right. Good point.
Yeah, there's some type of, you have to have a limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't be wearing dunks. You can't be wearing dunks every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Upgrade your wardrobe. And hey, look, I'm not the guy to say, you know, what are those? You know, because I was on that spectrum, so I have a certain empathy about it. Yeah, no, I do not go there with people. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're wearing Birkenstocks and you're a dude. Like,
as long as you're washing your clothes, man, you ain't spending like last week, then I'm good to go, man.
Yeah.
Dress whatever what you have, put it together, make it work, man.
Yeah, no, I do not talk about people if they wear. That's rock what you rock, man. Because everybody's financial situation ain't the same.
That's right.
So.
But you know, I think when it comes down to us, you don't, like I said, like you don't want to look like everybody, and you're comfortable with who you are.
Yeah,
you know, like when you're younger, you're like, oh man, like that. The thing with me and my mom buying me Giant sneakers. Like I was like, I didn't even want to go to school.
First and 10.
Yeah, but like if I had those now, I probably still wouldn't embrace them. But you know what I mean? Like it'll be a lot easier compared to saying, "Oh, I want Nikes."
Yeah, that's one thing with our crew. We all different when we go out. We might look the same, but everybody got their own different style, and we just blend it in and make it work. Nobody looks the same, man. Nobody.
One style that needs to be retired though is these dudes with man buns.
Yeah.
Yo, and like the.
No, I didn't think it was a big deal until. I read an article where someone was calling them out. They're like, "Yo, fellas, can we retire the beard and the man bun?" And I was like, "Is it really that big of a deal?" I swear to God, I was like, "Let me
just
count."
Looked up, right? You just looked up.
Let me count from. I didn't put any music on. I'm like, let me be observant. Like, you know, keep my headphones in, but just watch people. And I'm from, you know, Nostrum A in Bed-Stuy all the way to, you know, Times Square. It's like a 45-minute commute. I counted 11 man buns.
Yep.
And like, I was sitting there, I was like, holy crap, this shit's real.
It's really
see, like stuff like that is like, I feel bad for whoever started that, or like was one of like, you know what I mean? Like it's like people are probably coming to him like, yo, you look like everybody else. Like, no, this is my style.
Yeah,
no, you know what? Hey, everybody can't look like a fucking Jedi yet Netanyahu. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what that is, but I agree.
it's like the man bun, but
they look like Jewish Jedis, man.
The skinny jeans, and then they got the Nike, what's her faces?
Roches or
the Roches.
Yeah.
And like the white T-shirt with the V-neck. I'm like, wow, this is it's like a uniform.
Yeah.
You know what else I retired? The girls that look like Han Solos, the vest, the high, fucking the jockey boots, the jeans.
Oh,
they look like a bunch of Han Solos.
That's a new style, man.
No, that style been around for a long time, man. I'm like, man, y'all look like female Han Solos that just got off the Millennium Falcon. Like they all clustered together. Boots, jeans, jacket vest, and some type of shirt.
All one unit.
One unit.
Yeah.
And hey, look, let me get off my high horse. I'm not the fashion police because it's just something I'm just like, man.
None of us are, man. But it's just everybody's starting to blend and look the same. So it's just like, where's the originality? You know, even with some of these clothes, like I'm like, yo, this ain't a woman's blouse. Like I be seeing dudes with shirts, like, yo, what is it?
Hey man, and this new gender-free society that we live in.
No.
Yeah, when I went to ASAP Rocky show with John. He's been on the show before too, on the podcast. Yo, we saw a kid with a skirt on. I guess this is when Kanye or Diddy was rocking it. I'm like, I literally wanted to walk up to him and be like, yo, I know you wasn't rocking this 3 years ago, 10 years ago. Like, yo, get a life, man.
Yeah. No, what's the one dude? What's the rapper? Is it Young Thug?
Young Thug.
Man.
And leather skirt, yo. He had a leather skirt on.
He admitted it. There's one thing about being on the forefront and trend setting, but come on, man. Like Lil B, come on, man. He looked like somebody grandma planting like vegetables in the garden with that shirt.
But I be thinking he's joking. I'm like, this kid, he's ahead of the game because these are jokes. I don't think Young Thug is joking.
Even if the PR say, yo, Ed, you got to wear some skirts today to get some album sales, yo, I will walk right off the label. Like, yo, you crazy. I'm not putting on no skirt to sell records. Like, you crazy, man.
That's like me, yeah. Yo, come on, it's for the love. I'm like, nope, sorry. There's just
Yeah.
certain things I'm not doing.
I'm not doing. Yeah.
I'm an actor. I'm not doing no sweet scene.
So,
I'm like, yo, y'all setting me up. I'm not wearing a dress. Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
how long does
Exactly.
it take to grow a man bun? No longer than 8 weeks.
Man,
I'm researching this right now. Like, this is ridiculous.
It
But you know
depends
what's funny?
on your hair type.
I swear, I don't. People must think when they hear this, the people that do wear this, like we're like old men stuck in the time capsule.
no.
Like get involved with the age, pops. This is what it is. This is not 2003. So get over it. Like
No.
I think some people say that, man.
Now we not haters. I mean, I just don't like seeing Jewish Jedi's all day. You know what I'm saying?
Word up.
I mean, that's what they look like to me, man. And one of my good friends, you know what? If you the first that I seen with it, I let you ride because you were the first one. You know, that's your look.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo,
You know.
all right, the haircut that I've been getting, I swear to God, I will say this to this day. I think Usher's barber took it from me.
Yeah, D had that.
I've been getting the same haircut for years, and like, granted, I don't care. Like, it looks good. A lot of people rock it well, whatever. But it's to the point where I'm like, all right, man. Now I gotta figure out something else I gotta do because you don't want to look like everybody else.
Hold on, D. He gave that to you before he gave it to Usher, right?
No, Golf was the one. I'm like, yo, like I couldn't. I was like, this is like after the Mohawk shit,
Yeah.
which I guess everybody copied from like soccer players and
Yeah.
other stuff. But I just wanted to like, I didn't want to cut my hair short anymore. So I'm like, yo, shave the sides. And you know, Golf, like he came up with something,
Yeah.
and then like, what do they call it? The South of France, or whatever.
The South of France, yeah.
Yeah. So now it's just like, all right, now
Everybody's getting it.
I'm gonna have to dread my hair, man. I gotta twist my hair or something.
It's like, I gotta do
Yeah,
something.
man. No, I've been looking at old '90s photos, trying to get inspiration for throwback
Yeah.
haircuts, man. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, man, everybody got the Odell Beckham, or everybody got the like a mohawk, or something.
That's
like,
what it is. Yeah, that's the
what it
haircut
is.
I'm talking about. Yeah.
I had that hairstyle 4 years ago. The same
Yeah.
Odell had.
Man, Immature had that before all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like things come back around, but it's just crazy how people will be like, "Yo, what kind of hairstyle is that?" And you look like 2 years from now, you're like, "All right, man, you got the same haircut I was getting when you was trying to snap."
yeah, no, because I put 2 lines on my head, and somebody was like, "Yo, you got that old school Michael
yeah.
Irvin."
I wanted the line of my house thinking about doing it.
I did the old
I did
school Michael
one.
Irvin, and then I'm thinking I've been looking at Mike Tyson. I'm like, man, he had some cold fades back in the day.
Word.
Mike Tyson, Larry Johnson back in the day. I'm about to bring all that back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
might even,
LJ?
yeah, man. If I get bold, I might even bring back Sean Kemp. Man, Sean Kemp had a cold back in the day.
Yeah. I used to get the Nas fade. I always get that when I'm in a
Yeah.
fade mood. I need the Esco fade, man.
Yeah,
The Esco fade.
That's fade is classic.
Yeah,
that's
classic.
classic. Can't go wrong with that fade. You can't go wrong with that fade.
because everybody on the bandwagon with the Odell Beckham.
Yeah,
Man, I'm like,
everybody's on it now. It's too much now.
Yeah.
It's too much now. Even like the flat tops, I can't bring that back. I'm doing.
I
it.
tried, and
You know what? I can't have a normal conversation with someone with the flat top. I
Can't
don't
miss
know
the
what it is.
maintenance. I don't like picking my hair. I don't want a hairspray. I don't want to do the maintenance part. That's why I don't want to do it. That's too much for me. It's too much.
That's
I
hilarious.
wake up in the morning. I want to leave. I don't want to stay up, pick my hair, blow dry it. It's just too much for me. Now I used to be able to want to do it. Now I'm good. I don't know.
Too much work.
Too much
Too much
work.
work. Get up
I
and
don't know
go.
how females. If I was a female, I'll have a bobby pin in my hair for 30 years, man. I'll never do my hair, man. And get men with that shit.
Yeah. All right. As soon as you take out that bobby pin and your hair fall right off with it, you was walking right out the room.
Hey,
God forbid you got a wig. You know I ain't even talking to you.
yeah, you know you ain't. Oh wait, that's
not
another
yet.
thing. Yo, females, I don't listen to the female though. I don't mind if you want to put extensions in your hair now. I get it, but
No.
but when you wearing dragonfly red and Laffy Taffy purple and yo, I'll be like, yo, who is hiring you? Like, again, if you want to wear long hair, be my guest. But yo, does it have to be platinum one day? Half of it red? Yo, that style is the most craziest style ever, man.
And if a girl I'm digging has like extensions, I'm not talking to her. I guess that's my rule.
But I'll take that before you dye your hair
No.
Like your
Well,
X-Men.
wait, no.
Nah,
Wait, Cam. Does it? All right, extensions, as in like these extensions are making my hair longer and helping me to grow, or if I take those extensions out, you
You got a
you're
fan.
like Bam Bam Bigelow.
the latter, man. Like
You gotta clarify that though.
Check
Okay,
it,
all
check
right.
it. I'd rather you be Amber Rose.
Okay.
You know,
And embrace it.
embrace it.
No, Kev, because not everybody could.
No, I'm just saying not everybody can pull it
off.
off. Just
Yeah.
take what you have and make it work. Like, I don't want you with extensions, man. I can't stand that, man. Like,
Even if it makes a girl, I like D said, I'm trying to let my hair grow.
Yeah, like my sisters, they had extensions
she
in their
better
hair.
come with a disclaimer.
And
Like,
it was natural. It's
I can't.
natural hair, and they added it to make it grow. So when they take it out,
that's a tool to help, but like I don't want that to be a part of your.
so it's not your crutch.
Right. No.
Yeah. I don't want it to be a crutch.
I mean,
man.
I know, some girls they'll literally rock, braids for the whole year, let their hair grow and all that kind of stuff.
That's fine,
When
but
they take it out, they got like longer hair and they feel better about
Okay,
themselves.
I'll let that ride.
Here's the last rule: do not be Diana Ross on Monday, then be Janae O'Connor on Tuesday, then you want to be Erykah Badu on Wednesday, then you want to be Heather Cox on Friday. It's just the
only time I will allow that is if you are a hairstylist. That's part of your job.
Okay.
Like, cause I live with
that makes sense. You gotta sell.
You gotta sell what you
are.
Yeah, if you're a dentist, you better have straight teeth. So if you're a stylist, you should have.
Be versatile.
You gotta be versatile. That's the only time I would allow. If you're like in the salon and you're a stylist, I get it. No big deal.
If you gotta buy your girl a brush and a comb at the same day, that's a problem, yo. It's one or the other. Either I'm gonna brush your hair or I'm gonna comb it. I'm not buying you both. We doing too much.
Word, cause how my baby gonna look? He ain't being born with a hat.
Brushing the comb in the same day.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up and get some final words in here. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Why not? Well, everybody, it's good to be back. Today was a tune-up. Going next week, we're going straight in. New topics, new ideas. So everybody, I'm glad everybody's help.
Are you clapping?
Yeah, I'm clapping, man. I'm hyped, man. Yo, I'm glad we back. It's good hearing your voice.
Let's go, team.
We've been out for a little minute. Everybody got their game face on. So next week we going in, man. So welcome back, fellas. Shit.
MTV star dies by parachuting. What the hell's this?
Oh wow, what was that?
I have no clue. I should be like a real world dude. Oh, somebody from Nitro Circus. I never watched that show.
Me either.
Eric Roner.
Yo, I had to get serious on some girl yesterday. We was looking at the moon. She was like, "Man, fuck that red moon. I don't give a fuck about that shit." I'm just like, "Yo, do you?"
Why?
You know,
what?
Nature, man.
It's almost like it's like I'm talking to the wall with certain people. It's like I looked at it like, "Yo, don't you respect what they gonna do for me? Fuck that moon. I don't give a fuck about that. What is that anyway?" I said, Jesus Christ, man. Do you not know where you live? Like, do you not know your surroundings? Like, yo, some people are just stuck in a block, and that's it. That's planet Earth, man.
She's cut.
Yeah.
Cut from
Yep.
Yep. My final word is a little.
Yo, do they know that the moon helps the gravitational pull of the sun?
If I say that, I might get jumped. If I say that in the streets, man. You trying to play me, my nigga?
Hey, no, you gonna hear it.
Gravitational.
Knowledge?
Gravitational.
You think Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, she be like, grava what?
Hey,
what you call me?
Hey, you trying to kick knowledge?
Exactly.
Call up Galaxy. Call the nigga up. I'll fuck him up right now. Call him. Yeah.
Look here, Bill Nye. Be cool. You know? Nah, hey, my final.
Right there?
Yeah, my final word.
Right?
Of course.
Go ahead, Cam.
My bad.
And half her head was red. Go figure.
God
You
damn.
know, my final word is 2 parts, man. I want to send on a serious note some prayers out to the Muslim brothers and sisters that went on Hajj and that incident happened with the crane and the stampede out there. Prayers goes out to them. And the second part on a lighter note is that there's a lot of good TV shows out there, fellas. I'm catching up on Sense8, was it Mr. Robot and all these shows. It's really good, man. I'm enjoying Narcos. I'm enjoying TV, man. So TV is kind of back, and I'm back in.
Yes,
so yeah, that's about it.
Scandal, baby.
I don't watch it.
Yeah,
I heard it was good.
Now my final word is same with the moon thing. I was talking to somebody and I was like, yo, you catch the moon, the super moon yesterday? And they're like, nah, I go to bed usually like around 8:30. I'm like, yeah, but like this is not gonna happen for another 30, 40 years.
Yeah, 33 years.
Yeah,
like literally, like it's
when
like
Tim wrote that in the chat, like I'm gonna be working. I'm like, you can't take 2 minutes and look out the window.
no, that's what I was saying. Like it's certain
Tim, you
things
might
like
be
that.
dead when it come around, bro.
But it also too, you know what it is also I think someone brought this up too. We were talking about how there was a good quote where people would be maybe more scared of living if they realize they're gonna die.
Good point.
And basically just take it to the point that like everyone lives with this intent of not dying the next day. So like they always have the extra day, or they always have the they have all these like they basically don't think about it. So it's like those small little moments, especially like nature like that, where you could just they take it for granted. So it's like something like that happens. It's one of those things where, like you said, take 2 minutes, look outside your door. Oh shit, it's a red moon. Cool.
Yeah,
and then you can go back to your day.
Yeah. That picture you showed my niece. I said, yo, get dressed. You need to come outside because the next time you see this, you're gonna have a kid. Which is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Like like next time,
we're gonna be we're gonna be in our 50s next time it happens.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So, but it's something like that where it's like those type of nature things where it's you just gotta stop whatever you're doing because whatever you're doing is clearly not as important than a freaking a celestial moon thing that's happening right now.
Actually, Cam, I'm gonna disagree with you because my Broncos was on, so it was real heated, but I left.
Yeah, but you couldn't go outside for a few minutes during.
No, I did.
Take a look?
I sent y'all a picture. I went outside, but
yeah,
it was
so you
close. If it was a Super Bowl, I wouldn't have left. Not at all.
I know halftime show I'd have left.
Yeah, because I never watch halftime shows.
Me either. I'm done with halftime shows too. So
it just depends. But
I'm just saying, sometimes you just gotta stop and smell the roses. That's
but no, Cam, I agree with you 100%. Yeah, like
we get. I think that's the biggest thing. I'm starting to see it more and more, and like I have some people like say at work and some other stuff that just had like a couple like death passings and stuff like that, and like just small things that's kind of like shook them up and kind of woke them up into like the more finality of it all. And so it's like when those little small things are like making people laugh or not really sweating things that are like people getting upset over really petty things, like all those things that make people stressed out. I'm just like, man, that shit doesn't really matter at all. Like if I'm not hanging out with my friends, I'm not laughing, I'm not creating cool shit, I'm not trying to be about it. And like because I've had that mentality of this summer, it's been a lot more less stress for me. I mean, the stress is still there, but just been trying to be in a more.
You don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah, like stuff you can't control. Then there's no need to like kind of dwell on it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like it's super cliche, but that's the reason why it's cliche because it's super true.
Yeah. So. Yesterday was a good day to stop and say, yo, I appreciate that I'm alive because they said before that was 1982. I was a baby.
Exactly. I was 2 years old. So
you got to respect that, man. Time waits for no one, man. So it's just like.
It's another 33 years?
Another 33 years, man.
Well, no, I think this one, they said the next one is like 2033.
Yo, my son will be out of school, college. Hopefully he'll be working getting a family, and I'll be watching it with him.
Yes, I saw Haley's comment back in 87 I think it was, or 88 or some shit, and that's not coming back for like 79 years or some crazy shit like that.
It's over. So yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna be near 60. Like,
yep. That's what I'm saying. When it comes back,
we all should be playing golf, or maybe all of us gonna be at the beach. We all gonna be doing something crazy at that age. We all better not be.
All right, let's do this, fellas. Let's just make an agreement.
Make a promise right now.
Yeah, make a promise. Let's just all meet up for that shit and just do it and just watch.
Let's do it. Word. Let's meet up somewhere.
I'm dead serious.
I'm 33. 68 years old. Oh Lord.
I should put that time on my phone right now.
Hey, by that time, you could give no fucks about anything that comes in your way.
Right? Bill.
Like you gotta go here. Fuck it. I'm like 60. What the fuck? Like
we closer to the other side. Like we already know our best years are behind us.
The upper room. Once we start doing that, we ain't on the upper yet, but we in the middle.
No, we see the door. We see the door to the entrance. Like damn. All right. So let's just make a homie bet.
We gonna bring Pope's ashes with us?
Yeah. We'll bring a statue. There'll be a statue by that. We'll bring the statue.
We'll bring his art book.
Let's just all agree to meet somewhere where we can actually see it for real.
Yeah, you gotta be out in the countryside. You guys can come up to my lake house. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yes.
You guys come to my lake.
I'm
And
gonna
if
hold
one
y'all
of
to
us
this,
is
too.
broke and one of y'all is rich, you gotta pay for
Y'all
whoever's
pay-
broke.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Cool.
For sure. No, I'm dead serious. Like by that time, there shouldn't be. You could be like, fuck it, I'm going. Like, there's no reason for you to be like, I got something more important. What's more important? You're at that age.
I can't wait to get to that age. I'm gonna be like, man, fuck all
Damn,
of y'all.
that's not scary though. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure our parents might not be around. That's gonna be crazy, yo.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why.
man,
But no, but that's what Cam just said. Like, people don't
I'll be
realize like we're not here
68
forever.
years old. That's what I'm saying. Like those, but and, you know,
Like my mother's saying, yo, I'm not gonna. My mother's like yesterday, like, yo, I will be damn near 90 to. I'm like, it's Jesus. That's just scary, but it's real.
I mean, I just hope technology can have me walking upright by then. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
Yeah.
I might not be able to hold my lip by then. It might be too heavy. I have to have a lip walker.
Bra or something. A lip bra or something.
Word a lip bra. I have to whip. But I'll be there.
lit, bro.
I'll be
Made
there.
by Google.
Yeah, baby.
Go ahead, Duane. Let's your final word.
My final word is the Pope came to America, and I kind of noticed something.
What's that, D?
He went to Washington, D.C., the capital of I guess quote unquote America. Made his way to New York, my hometown,
The Big Apple.
Big Apple, one of the greatest cities in the world.
Amen.
And then he ended it this past weekend in Philly. Cheesesteaks, brotherly love. And I kind of noticed something. 3 of those places host NFL teams.
the NFC East?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
And I'm like, what happened in Dallas or Arlington? Why could you not come and visit the other NFC team since you obviously on your NFC trip? You couldn't come to see the Cowboys?
Yeah, I hate it, man. Even biblical hated too.
Yeah, man. Can we get some luck? Can we get some love? Can we get some holy water?
God said there was only
Pope is
one
like,
Noah's
nope.
Ark. He didn't want to see another Noah's Ark. That stadium is too big, man. It scared the shit out of him, man.
That's a crazy coincidence, though. I'm like, yo, wait a minute.
That is a crazy.
Dallas. I'm like, New York, Philly. I'm like, wait a minute. Why you not? Why you ain't come to the Cowboys?
I think he did say something about Eli when he was talking when I was. He was like, Eli.
No, you got
Okay.
He said Eli Manning has direct TV.
Yo, did he like disrupt traffic in New York? Was it crazy when he was
It
in
was.
town?
Dude,
I was
it's
in
retarded, yo.
I was in
Retarded.
right next to the garden, and yeah, he had it was
Retarded.
Yo,
The whole weekend, man. The whole
every car
weekend.
that stopped at the light, they had the mirrors underneath the car, check for bombs. But it was funny because they was picking and choosing who to do it to. I'm like, yo, shouldn't you do that to everybody?
Yeah, like
I'm
you're
like,
good.
yo.
You're not a murderer. Like, how do you
Yeah.
know?
And I'm just like, this is why shit be going down because people don't take this serious, man. Like, you can't stop 3 cars and then stop one and check for a bomb. Like, I don't understand that. But yeah, he had New York on lock.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. I didn't really care. Like,
I don't.
no, like the Pope coming to America is like the Christmas parade. I don't even care no more. Like
only thing that's good, Cam. He does make everybody on a chill with a happy, spirit.
no, I got nothing against him.
He had New York happy. I ain't gonna front.
I'm just chilling. Like I don't really.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? The actual Pope, that as the man, he is actually a pretty cool dude. He's very humble and smart, and like, he's in D.C. and all the leaders in D.C. were like, "Hey, come out and have lunch with us." He's like, "Nah, I'm good. We'll go hang out with the homeless." Like, when he was in Rome,
he's the most liberal Pope there is, and like he's breaking a lot of biblical rules.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
care. It's cool, but it's just I didn't care too much for it. It was just like people like I was like, unless he like really turning water into wine, I'm not really tripping on him right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I mean, and
He take
one of
his
my
coat
friends,
off and I see horns. I'm be like, see, man.
He's just a voice. He's a voice, and it's the positives.
And one of my friends did the same thing. He was kind of like, "Yo, it's cool that the Pope is like humble and nice and stuff, but it's like he's still in charge of like a huge conglomerate that has billions of dollars, and they hold They basically have a whole a religious sway over a lot of people. They're not really doing anything to, quote unquote, help, as he was trying to put it in.
The Vatican, man.
Yes, we all know the Vatican's crazy, everything's bad, blah blah blah. But I was like, you know what? For a brief, small moment, let this dude live, man. He's actually a pretty good dude.
Yeah, he had New York actually smiling for a change, and a lot of us. So I'll give him that. He's a voice. He has a lot of things political people don't like. They want him to shut up, but it's something positive. If you take it that way, some people might not, but at least he had everybody happy on Friday.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. I'm like,
he had everybody.
Catholicism still has its ills, but I mean, this dude's actually like a pretty cool cat.
Yeah.
But all right, man. That's the
go to Dallas.
Table of Truth. It was a good episode. Thanks everybody involved.
We back.
All right, this is Table of Truth, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
1,000.
You can listen and download to all of our episodes of The Table of Truth on iTunes. Just search The Table of Truth podcast.